One thing that has always been difficult or challenging when you're writing an academic paper is the whole area of citations. When you quote somebody, when you make a reference to something in a book, you need to put the citations, you need to refer to that book in the proper way. And there are a variety of ways to do that, and it's rather technical. Fortunately, Microsoft Word has made this easy for us with a citation generator. So here's how you use it. This makes your life a whole lot easier. Let's say that at the end of this sentence here, that this is actually a quotation. So I'm going to put it in quotation marks. Then, after the quotation mark, space, I'm going to go up here to References, because I need to tell where I got this quotation from. Under References, you'll see Insert Citation. Now over here, you have a drop-down menu. There are a lot of styles of citations and bibliographies. At CCS, we use the MLA format. If you pull that down, you see there are a number of others that you might use. But we use MLA. So you click that, then Insert Citation. That pulls up a form that you fill out, and it varies depending on what type of source you are citing. So in this case, let's say that I have a book. So I've got an article from a book. So now I fill in information. The stars tell things that you have to have, or you really need to have. So the author. And notice it has down here an example that it says its last name, comma, first name. So we'll say the author of the book that we're talking about is Dougherty, Eleanor Dougherty. Okay. What is the title of the book? Assignments Matter. City. Here's where you look inside the book, find out the city of the publisher. That's what you're looking for. Usually that's going to be inside the title page. On the back of the title page, it's got a lot of information. And so, in this case, it's Alexandria. And because there may be a number of Alexandrias, you also can put the state. Publisher. That's the name of the publisher. In this case, it's ASCD. The year the book was published. Copyright is what you'll usually find. In this case, it's 2012. Okay. So I've filled out the information. I click OK. Okay, it put the author's name. But we need now to add the page number. Okay, so if I click on this, notice it becomes a little pop-down menu here in Microsoft Word. And it says edit this citation. So I'm going to edit the citation. I'm going to add the page 45 because you need to tell it where you got it from. So now we have our citation. Now, down here, let's say that I got some information from a website. So this sentence came from a website. So I click there, Insert Citation. Type of source now is a website. Notice these change. Okay, the author. Sometimes you don't know who the particular author of a website is, but it might be an organization. In the case I'm talking about here, it's an organization, so I'm going to put author as organization. And the organization is the Purdue Online Writing Lab. The name of the web page. Okay, what is at the top of the page? Generally, what's the title of this particular web page? In this case, it's MLA in Text Citations, the Basics. URL. That you go up to the top of the web page. You can copy and paste the URL. The idea here is that you want people to be able to find the site if they want to check up on it. Another one, the year, month, and day. Sometimes you can't find that. In this case, it does tell you the year that it was edited, that they last worked on it. 2017, 6/11. Year accessed, that's more important. When did you actually look at this website? Because sometimes websites change. So in this case, I'm going to put in today's date. And after I've done that, I click OK. And you notice now it put it in parentheses right there. One other type of website or type of information that you might use might be a magazine. So let's put a magazine citation here. I'm going to insert the citation. In this case, it is an article in a periodical. So we'll say that the author here is Mr. Khan. And the name of the article that he wrote is How to Torture Students for Fun and Profit. And this is in the periodical is Education Today. It was in 2016, the August 1st issue. And that article is found on pages 45 to 60 of that journal. So we filled in the information, especially the starred information. That's most important. Click OK. And it puts his name there as a reference. Now, so you've done your citations. What you need to do next is to build a bibliography, or in MLA format it's called a Works Cited page. So what I'm going to do, I go down to the bottom of my page. And bibliography, like I say, we call it Works Cited. So I pull that down, go to Works Cited. Notice what happened now. Microsoft Word kept up with all of the references that you had. They put the information here in proper MLA format. But there are a few things that you still need to do with this. Okay, you can't just leave this alone. You need to format it. For one thing, this needs to go on a separate page. So I'm going to put my cursor right there before the word Works Cited. I'll go to Insert, Page Break. Now this word Works Cited needs to be in the same font as the rest of the article, which is Times New Roman. And it's 12 point, and it should be no color. So we'll get rid of the color and the bold, and it needs to be centered on the page. The other thing that we need to do is that all of the citation, all of the Works Cited page must be double spaced. So let's highlight all of that, go here to our spacing, double spaced, and now we have our Works Cited page. Notice it put the articles in alphabetical order, it put the information the way it's supposed to be done, everything is done for you. So all you need to do is use the Microsoft Word tool for citations.